Hi, and welcome to one of our first videos. We're really excited today because Walmart and CoverGirl have asked us to try out CoverGirl's new Bombshell collection, which is really exciting, and show for you guys how we might create our own bombshell look, which is really fun. So let's get started. I already have moisturized, exfoliated, and I've put on foundation. I have a little bit of bronzer and a little bit of blush on, but I'll show you guys kind of how, how I put those things on so that you can see. But moisturizing and exfoliating are really important to make sure that you have a good base for your skin before you start creating any sort of look. But what I'll do is just I'll put on a little bit more bronzer for you guys to show you kind of what I do, but I kind of want to put it right where the sun sort of hits, which is on the forehead and the nose, and then I also like to do the jawbone a little bit just to give a little definition. And then for the blush, I kind of already have a good amount on, but just do a little bit on the cheeks, a little bit on the cheekbones to give a nice little rosy glow if you will. So one of the first products that I'm going to use for our bombshell look is on our eyes, and this is the Shine Shadow by CoverGirl. This one is Copper Fling, which is really fun. And as you can see, this comes in a tube, and so it squeezes out like a little, kind of like a little gel, which is really cool too. I kind of like that because you can do all kinds of stuff with that. You can put it on your cheeks. You could use it for just like a little shimmer. But we're going to use this on our eye. We're just going to kind of dab it around, and we're going to kind of use it as a base for our eye. As you can see, it's really creamy, and we like to use our fingers a lot for our looks. You can also use what's called a beauty blender. Did I bring my beauty blender? Apparently I don't have my beauty blender, but that's okay. We'll just keep using our fingers. That's fun. It's good. All right. Now that we have a nice creamy shine. Nice creamy shine right there. You can see how it's very shimmery. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of makeup remover so that our fingers, we can get ready for the next fabulous shade. Ooh, yeah, okay, get that off. All right. The next shade that we're going to use is called Gold Goddess. And what we're going to do with the Gold Goddess is we're going to put that over the Copper Fling and just kind of go like this so that we have our whole lid kind of covered, and then I'll do that a little bit there. And you can see the Copper Fling kind of goes up above that. Oops, Gold Goddess top is falling down. All right, then we're going to take the Copper Fling again, and we're just going to kind of make sure that the crease that we have is covered. Okay, so it's kind of shimmery and fun, and it's, like you can see, it's a lot more than the other eye that we have. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do, one of the other shades that I wanted to mention, which is really fun, but we're not going to use it today, is called Ice Queen. And it's kind of glacial. If you wanted to kind of create like a white glacial look, this would be great for that. But we're not going to use that today. We're going to stick with the coppery bronzy type tones. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take an eye pencil, if I can find it, eye pencil, and just pencil in our brows a little bit, so that we give them a little bit of a definition. Okay, and then we're going to do the same to the other eye, and that just kind of gives them a nice definition. You can see now how they pop a little bit more. You can also see how this eye is a little bit more shimmery and lovely than this eye, which isn't as bombshell yet. Okay, now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take an eye pencil, if I can get it open, and this is also by CoverGirl. This is not one of their Bombshell collections, but this is an Inkit pencil. And we're going to line the eye to give it a little bit more definition. Now if you wear glasses, this is also a really good thing to do every day because it kind of makes your eye stand out underneath your frame. So what we're going to do, if you can see, is just line the inner corner right there. And then we're also going to line the inner eye as well. Okay, so you can see how there's a lot more definition in this eye in comparison to this eye over here. And so that's just going to give a good definition to the eye. I'm going to double check a little bit. We're going to want to go like this. Okay. And then line the inner eye. Okay, great. Great. Okay. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to smooth that out a little bit. Now what we're going to do, and I really like this Inkit pencil. It's a very smooth tip and it goes on really nice. The next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to take a little shimmery powder and place it in the corners. Let's see. And I'm just going to kind of go like this, go like that, line it a little bit, and give the eye a nice little shimmery look. And then I'm going to use some of the, what's this? I'm going to use some of the Bombshell liquid liner, the intensity liner. It's a really nice, it's like a little pen, which is kind of cool and kind of fun. And I'm going to shake it a little bit so that the pen gets inked, you know, gets a little inky. So I'm going to shake it up, which is fun. And then lots of times you can go like this and just use this to draw on right away. Actually, I'm going to shake it up a little bit more. But one of the things that I like to do, a little trick that I've learned, is to take a makeup brush like this. I don't know if you can see, and just kind of dab it on there. Get it on the brush really good. And just kind of really ink it up. Ink up that brush. Okay. I'm going to recap this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to kind of just create my line. For some reason, sometimes when I do this, I stop breathing, which is, I kind of have to hold my breath to concentrate. But this way, I'm going to do it again to make sure that I kind of got over the shadow. But using the brush is, I'm going to just do it so you can see it. Using the brush is a really great way to control that shaky hand that you might have, so that your line is really straight. Okay. I think our line is looking pretty good. Okay. But what's nice about the CoverGirl one is that it's actually not that hard to screw up with, which is good. Because I know that liquid liner can sometimes be a little bit tricky, but then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm just going to draw. Oh, I gotta shake it up a little bit more. Draw a little cat eye, because that's kind of bombshelly to us. I'm gonna draw a little cat eye. So you can see how that gives it a little bit more definition, a little bit more pop from, you know, if you look at this eye in comparison to this eye, you can see that this girl has a little bit more pop to it and is a little bit more fun. And then my favorite part is mascara time. It's mascara time, and we're gonna use this awesome chunky tube. I love it, it's chunky tube. It just feels fun. And it's Bombshell Volume by Lash Blast, CoverGirl. And there's 2 steps. So there's a 1 and then there's a 2. And the 1 is really the volumizer, and then the 2 is the black intensity. And I kind of like just the double bottle, and I like the chunky bottle. Chunky tube rather. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the little eyelash curler and we're just gonna kind of curl these babies up and spread them out a little bit. Okay. Now with the eyeliner, you can do a really big cat eye. We're not much one for that. Like, we don't feel like that looks the best on us, but it looks really good on other people. Like, I love Katy Perry's eyes. She is amazing, and she always has really cool makeup. And so she can do a really big cat eye and get away with it. I personally do not feel like I can do that, but something to try if you want to experiment. So this is the one, this is the volumizing side, and you can see the wand. The wand is a little bit different. So here we'll do, try to get the whole eye, and then I sometimes like to use the edge of the wand to just kind of, you know, break them up a little bit, the edge. Okay, now you can see how much bigger this eye looks compared to this eye, because of what I have going on now. I might need a little bit more blush right there. There's kind of some funny little line right here. Okay, now we're going to use the second side of the stick. Step number 2 is the intensity, which is kind of cool. Okay, so step number 2, the brush is a little bit different. And this should really kind of pump those babies up, right? And I don't always like to do the bottom, but here, do the bottom a little bit. Okay, looking good, ladies. And so you can kind of see the difference between this eye and this eye, and kind of just a little bit how much more glamorous this side looks. Now we're going to, one of the things that we like to do, I'm not going to do this eye so that you can continue to see the fabulous difference between them, is just kind of take a little bit of salve and rub it on our eyebrows to just kind of gloss them up a little bit, so you can see they have a little bit of a glossy feeling. And we're going to put a little bit on our lips, just kind of soften them up a little bit. And okay, so then the last thing that we're going to do is we're not going to add a lot of lip gloss because, or do like a red lip. Sometimes a red lip looks really fabulous with black and it's a really good pop. It's really fun. We like a red lip. But we're just going to do a little bit of clear gloss on our lips. Here, I'm just going to do a little clear gloss on our lips. And we're going to mix that with another fun color. And a little berry color. Okay. And so, you know, you have a little bit of definition. It's fun. So that's how we did this eye. And we'll just kind of do the same on the other eye. So we did the Copper Fling Bombshell Shine Shadow. So we're going to put on next. And we just like these little tubes. They're so cute. So we're going to do that. We're going to just kind of rub it on. And it's just, it feels really nice and it works. It goes on really. So we decided not to make you guys watch us do our other eye because we thought that might have been a little bit boring. So we did our other eye, kind of like on the cooking shows when they're like, oh, this dish is all ready and now we're just gonna cook it for 400 degrees, and then you come back and it's done, it's delicious and it's already cooked, and you're like, wait, how did that happen? And so now we have two bombshell-y looking eyes, and we did the same thing to this eye that we did to this eye. We made our cat eye a little bit bigger on both sides, as you can see, so that we have a lot more definition. And we had a lot of fun kind of experimenting with these and showing you how we would create our bombshell look. So what we used again was this awesome chunky mascara. I just love this tube, it's so chunky and fun, with two steps. One is a volumizing step, which we believe was very volumizing. And then the second step, so step one, step two was the intensity step, and that kind of had that rich black that really made our eye pop a lot. So that was the Bombshell Volume Mascara by CoverGirl. And then we also used the Bombshell Shine Shadow in Copper Fling and also in Gold Goddess. We kind of can't wait to try the Ice Queen shade, but that's gonna just be for another day. And so those are the two shades of the, what is this shine shadow called? Yes, this shine shadow. It is very shimmery and shiny, I think. It was also very creamy to put on. And then we also used the liquid liner, which was the Bombshell Liquid Intensity Liner, which was kind of like, if you remember, a little pen. Just easy. It's really easy to do. We still like to use a little brush to put it on, but very easy to do. And so that's what we used from the Bombshell collection. And yes, I would say that we are feeling very easy, breezy, and beautiful, like CoverGirl allows us to be. So we hope you enjoyed our little tutorial, and everyone has a chance to win $100 courtesy of Walmart and CoverGirl to go out and purchase these products at Walmart to create a bombshell look of their own. So we're really excited to offer our readers and watchers a chance to get that $100 to create their own fabulous look. We hope you enjoyed watching, and we hope to bring you some other, maybe some other tutorial videos.